What's up, y'all? We're back with another episode of Shop with me, your host, JaidynMarie, and we're finally on Ep.4. I just want to thank you guys again for all of the love and support last week, we reached 21K on my Instagram, so yay, I really appreciate that. Yes, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Nails missing. It's been a really rough day, but I made it here today. I'm in the process of moving, so y'all are going to cut me some slack. But y'all know on this show, we keep it real, we keep it raw and, authentic. So I'm here with the natural hair and the natural persona. I just came off a 15-hour shift, so y'all going to get it how you get it. Okay. But anyway, I'm so excited because we finally have our first guest on the show, professional boxer, Chad Dawson. Woo!
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. And it was only right I had somebody from where I'm from New Haven, as my first guest. A lot of y'all, especially down in D.C., always telling me, who's from New Haven? I don't know nobody from New Haven. What's there? There's nothing there. We got talent here. So I'm really excited to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. So we're just going to jump right into it. So I really wanted to first start off, you graduated from high school in 2000.
Yeah, 2000. Yes.
Were you boxing during high school?
Yeah. I started boxing when I was elementary school.
Okay.
I always boxed, but I didn't. I think I started in middle school. I started, but I always boxed because my father was a boxer, so it was more easy for me to jump into boxing because he did it and I saw him doing it, so more easy.
Absolutely. So, what did that journey look like? After you graduated high school, taking boxing serious, and were you focusing on it full time as soon as you graduated? Or like, what did that journey look like?
Oh, that journey was rough. I mean, the transition from high school, and then so my transition from high school, then turning professional was like it came quick because I signed my professional contract when I was 18. When I turned 19, I had my first professional fight.
Okay.
So at that time in my life, I was still like, it was, I was young. I was a teenager. I was still, dibbling around, doing this, doing that. I didn't really, and honestly, at that time, I didn't even take boxing serious. I mean, I was a boxer. I knew that what I wanted to do, but like I was 19. So it was like, for me, it was just something that I was good at, and I was just doing it,
Right. Okay, so I want to back up. So now, you're not old, so I don't want to say that was too long ago. But I'm old. Clout is like a really, really big thing these days. Like everybody wants clout, everybody wants to be famous, everybody wants to be known. Especially like you see people as young as like 14 doing crazy stuff just so they could get known and seen. So being that we're from New Haven, small town, what do you feel like that was like going from like starting to get that attention so young? Like what do you feel like? Did it pose any new challenges? Do you feel like?
Oh yeah.
Like what was that like?
I mean, when you say challenges, I mean, it depends on what kind of challenges you mean. Like, my challenges were, like, just trying to stay focused on the task at hand, which was becoming a professional fighter, being the best fighter I could be, and ultimately becoming a world champion.
Right.
But in between that time, it was a lot of ups and downs, a lot of struggles. And when I say struggles, I mean struggles between, like, my friends and, want to hang out, want to do what they did, but not understanding that I'm different from them. I mean, like I actually got like a career, and I'm actually good at it, and I could actually, take it to another level. So I dealt with that, meeting my wife at the time, my girlfriend, which at that time, when I met her, and then she got pregnant with my son, that's when I really started to take boxing serious. Okay. That's when I was like, all right, now I got something to fight for now, so.
Right. I think that's really important. And then talking to you and to the audience, I think something I see, especially with all of us here in New Haven, is I feel like we don't see that bigger picture because we just see what's here. So like even with me, I feel like when I first left to go to D.C. to go to college, I feel like my biggest challenge was I felt torn between doing what I'm doing here and then being there. So like every weekend I was coming back to New Haven to be around my friends from New Haven. Like I was driving 5 hours to D.C. back, D.C. back, D.C. back.
Believe it or not,
I was coming back and forth.
That's how I was. I would train. I would go, like if I had a fight coming up, like so I would leave for 8 weeks, go to Vegas and train.
I love Vegas.
I go to Vegas, train, get in shape, fight, and then I come back home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I get another fight scheduled, I go Vegas 8 weeks, train, and I come back home. Like I just love being home. But I don't think I should have took as many trips home as I did. But at the same time, it made me who I was. You know what I mean, like just being able to travel, come back home, and still be able to be embraced by the people and me embrace the people. You know what I'm saying? Like I never wanted to be like the person that, you know, got rich and got famous and forgot about everybody.
Right.
I never wanted to be that guy. You know what I mean? So I try to stay as close to New Haven as possible.
Okay. I think that's also amazing because I do feel like a big problem is people also will be from their hometown and then they'll get success and then they'll leave. Yeah. And not bring it back. I remember seeing you when you were like in the midst of doing your thing. Yeah. And even, you know, my dad are friends, so even my dad would be like, hey, we're going to Chad's house. And your son, I think, is like a year. Me and him, I think
Chad
is
like 21 now. Yeah, he's
21. No, but we're sort of the same age.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we were a year apart. Maybe. I'm be telling
Who's older? He's older or you older? He's older.
He was born in 02?
01. No, Chad's born in 03.
03?
03, yeah.
Oh,
so you older.
Yeah, I'll be 22. But I remember that. I remember that. I remember those times. So I remember you always staying close to my dad.
Yeah, what's up with your brother, man? I haven't seen him in a while.
My older brother?
Yeah.
He's doing good. He's 25.
All right.
Yeah,
we gotta catch up. We gotta catch up.
He's doing good, for sure. But okay. So yeah, I wanted to go back to you were talking about like with your friends though. So something I'm noticing now, I feel like I'm not really like I feel like I'm not doing as much as I should be doing right now. But I have really high standards for myself. But to some, they're like, you're doing a lot. You're doing great. You're doing this and you're doing that. But I feel like some of the issues I'm starting to have with my friends is it's almost like I won't say friends, but like there's like this negativity behind it. Like, oh, you too good to do this because you start making the decision to take stuff serious. Yeah. Like I'll be like, I'm not coming to the hookah lounge because I got to go to work because I know I want to go. Like, I just came back from Vegas. I know I want to go to Vegas and network. Did you experience that with your friends?
Not really.
No? Okay.
Because, believe it or not, I mean, a lot of my friends, they wanted me to reach, to reach my highest potential. You know what I'm saying? But then you go back and you think about, when you say, who helped you get to where you got to. Right. Like, I wouldn't say that my friends helped me get to where I got to, but I'll say they supported me. Okay. They didn't help me, but they supported me to get to where I got to because don't nobody go to the gym and train with me. Don't nobody, you know what I mean? So it's kind of different, but I mean, you know.
No, I think that's a good thing. I feel like everyone I talk to, we kind of had those similar conversations of you'll have people and they'll say, oh, you can't do this or you're too good for that or you're too good for this. And now I'm just thinking like if I'm just doing the small things I'm doing now, what's that going to be like when I'm actually doing something?
If all my friends told me every time I was doing something I shouldn't have supposed to be doing, I would have made it way further than I made it. I made it far. But you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? But if a lot of them would have told me, yo, Chad, when you're doing this, don't do that. You got it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody needs friends like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course,
no, for sure.
And you mature as time goes. Like I never thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Until I got older, I started thinking about, damn, I wish my friends would have told me this when I was doing. You know what I mean? But I'm older now, so I think about these things. But I'm pretty sure they would look at it like that too. If we were sitting here talking, I'd be like, damn, I wish I would have told you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Don't do that, Chad. Go to the gym. Don't do. You know what I mean? So, but you know, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. You know what I mean?
So speaking of the gym, going back to boxing. Yeah. So what was that experience like? Like, what did you do to prepare for a fight? That's what I wonder. Like, what was how did you get yourself in the mindset? How did you lock in?
First thing, like I said, I would go to Vegas.
Okay. So, I just came back. I love Vegas. If I could stay there, I would.
I mean, I
loved it.
I was there. I stayed there for 3 years. Okay. I was there for 3 years, and I liked it. It was nice. It was quiet. It was the best thing about being in Vegas is that nobody knew me. Right. I mean, as I started to get older and get more famous through boxing, people started to recognize me, know me when I'm in Vegas. But other than that, people didn't know me personally. Okay. So it was cool for me to go out there. I mean, train. No distractions. Friends at home. I'm away from my wife and the kids, so I could just focus on boxing. Because as a boxer, that's what That's when you go to training camp. That's the main thing you want to focus just on. You're there just to focus on boxing. That's it. So you leave your wife, you leave your kids, you leave your friends, you leave everything behind you, and you go and you work on what you got to work on for the fight because you know you're getting prepared to go to war basically.
Exactly.
So you know we like to just focus on boxing. You know, wake up, eat, do the same thing over every day for 8 weeks, and you know, and that's how we get in the mindset of get ready to go to war.
Okay. I don't know. I
Yeah.
I tried boxing.
It's deep. Trust me, it's deep. It's deep. I mean, it's deep. I mean, I remember nights waking up in my sleep shadow boxing, like you sleeping.
You were in there
because you think about the fight so much. You just going over scenarios in the fight, like this, what if this. You're thinking about things that you're working on in the fight for the fight, training and stuff like that. So yeah, I wake up in the middle of the night. Sometimes I'm throwing punches and I'm like, oh man, yeah. I wake up in the night.
Did your wife ever like, what are you doing? Stop.
A couple times. Yeah, a couple times. I still might do that now. I still might do it now.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. I think I do.
Because you trained your mind to like be in that mode all the time.
Yeah, I mean not all the time because you got to turn it off.
Of course.
You got to turn it off.
Did you always know when to turn it off? Like, was that ever a problem?
Nah, turn it off is easy.
Okay.
Because as soon as the fight's over, you can turn it off because now everything like the stress.
It's all over.
It's all over. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So after the fight, it's easy. Like I think you can ask any fighter that.
Okay.
It's easy to turn it off.
Do you feel like when you were in the heat of your career, do you feel like it was still like that? Like no stress, or it was like, now I got to prepare for the next fight? Like, because I got to keep going. I'm hot right now.
Yeah, and that's how it is. But boxing, that's how it is. Boxing is a young man's sport. And when I say it's a young man's sport, I mean, like, it's very rare that you see a 34, 35, 36-year-old world champion. It's like it's rare. Like, boxing is a young man's sport because it's like recycling, right? It's always a new blood coming in, new young talent coming in. So I'm a veteran, so I'm retired, so I already got recycled. You know what I mean? So it's like it's always new talent coming in. I mean, so
Okay. So we talked about from high school, the transition out, and then now we're kind of like that heat of the career moment. Is there anything that you feel like you would have did differently in terms of that, like when you were in that place?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of. Everybody will say if they go back and do something different. It's something they would do different. Me, I would do a lot of things differently. I would I definitely would have I would have got better representation.
Okay.
Better, when I say representation, I mean like better managers, better promoters. Now I'm a young kid coming from nothing.
Right.
So when I did get something, I didn't have the right people behind me to manage it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if the main thing that's the main thing I would did. I would change. Like I would did different.
So a lot of the people that I know that listen, they like make music. They do a lot of like creative content, things like that. So what do you feel like they should look for when they are getting management or seeking representation? Like what are the key things to pay attention to?
It's all about the contracts. I mean,
Okay.
Watch what you're reading, read what you're signing, and just know your worth, and don't let anybody take advantage of you. You know what I mean? Everybody, whether you rich or poor, everybody has a value. Everybody got value. I mean, it's all about what you think your value is, and how you gonna get to your goal and make yourself worth what you think you're worth. I mean, so you can't just sit around and not do nothing and say to you, I'm worth this, but you're not worth it because you're not doing nothing. Just
and the work isn't there.
Exactly. So it's like.
Ever since I love old school music. You know how my dad is.
Yeah.
So ever since I saw the New Edition and the TLC, the biopics they made, I'm like, I'm gonna read a contract. Even terms and conditions when I sign stuff, I
saw a little bit. I didn't watch it a lot, but I heard about it.
Yeah. Everything I saw, especially with like just talent, up until maybe the last 10 years, it was especially black talent. It was like they knew we weren't reading contracts, we weren't paying attention, we just saw money. So for them, that was their situations. It was kind of like sign on the line.
Yeah, I mean,
and then it's like, where's
I'm
everything?
kind of guilty of that being my situation a little bit. You know what I mean? So I mean, you got a lot of people. I made a lot of money when I was 23. I was making some bread. I mean, not a lot of bread, but for a 23-year-old, I was making a lot of money. So I'm definitely guilty of that. I mean, not just looking at the dollar signs, not looking at the big picture. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to say, make sure you read and know your worth. You got to know your worth.
Okay. And so you said you were making a lot of money. I want to go back to that too, because I feel like another common conversation I have with a lot of people is our sense of money is so tainted, especially being here. Like if I didn't go to Howard, my perception of money would still be just as tainted. It still is. But like, for example, I have a lot of friends, I'll go out with them and they'll be like, yeah, I'm making my money, and all the money is going to, like, we're young, so we want to buy the designer stuff because we want everyone to think we got it.
I know, trust me.
So it's like, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy that, I'm going to buy this. But then at the end of the day, we can't afford to pay this and that. So what do you feel like, how do you feel like you were maintaining that? Do you feel like you were maintaining at 23?
No, I'm at 23? 23 is when I started making money. Bro.
Okay.
I would say a better number would be like when I was 18. When I was 18. No, my wife pretty much managed everything.
Okay.
Not everything. I mean, she made sure everything was, done the right way, correct. She taught me things and taught me how to do things, but I was young. You know what I'm saying? I was just I was young. I was trying to impress, but like I said, everybody's young. Everybody get a chance to do something. I did a lot of things I never would have got to do if it wasn't for boxing. I met people, believe it or not, I did a lot of things. I met a lot of people that people wouldn't expect. I met Jay-Z one time.
How'd you meet? What's the story behind that? How'd you meet Jay-Z?
So I was at the 40/40 club.
Okay.
And I met his mother.
Okay. You knew that was his mom?
No, I knew it was his mother when I saw her.
Oh, okay.
That's Jay-Z's mother. So yeah, I was in the 40/40 club. This was like this had like 2004, 2003, 2004.
Okay.
Yeah, Prince was a baby, so that was like 2004. It was like 2004, and I got invited to the 40/40 club. Went to the 40/40 club, hanging out. Yeah, and met Jay-Z's mother. With me, I was with at the time I was with the guy who was my manager. So we met Jay-Z's mother, and believe it or not, they started talking.
Okay.
And I actually I went up to the went up to New York, went to the when he had the Rockefeller office, went up there, and I met Jay-Z. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to meet Jay-Z.
I mean, I wish at the time when I met him, I wish I was a little more starstruck than I was, because I'm not a person that gets starstruck.
I don't either. I learned
that. I think about it, I just have been like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I gave him that, we shook hands, you know what I'm saying, like that. But I would have said a little more to him, you know what I'm saying? But at that time, I was just like, I just wasn't starstruck. I'm still not a starstruck person. Like if I see anybody, there's nobody who could make me starstruck.
No, I realized I learned the last few months going back and forth to LA and then going to Vegas, even in Miami. I've met so many people, and I'm like, wow. And I'll post pictures with them, and people be like, oh my gosh. I'm like, what did you say? And I was like, I don't know. I saw them, and I thought like I would get excited, but I was just like, hey, what's up? Like,
same thing with me. I remember the first time I met Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna be excited. I wasn't even excited. It was just like, maybe because we do this. I'm a boxer. He's a boxer. Maybe because of that. Maybe if it was 5 years or 6 years prior to when I met him, maybe we.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but I met Mike Tyson several times. Sat down, had dinner with Mike Tyson. Me and my wife and his wife sat down. We had dinner, and he came to my fight one time. He was in my locker room with me before one of my fights. So I mean, I've been around some people. But I never get starstruck.
I think it might also just be seeing someone on like television and like on the phone and all that, and then you see them in person, like, oh, this is just a person.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it was, because they were like, when I first met Floyd, and when I met him and Mike, it was like we knew each other already. You know what I'm saying? We just,
I've had that with some people.
It's crazy.
What would you say? I'll say, what are you most appreciative for from boxing?
Boxing,
like all those experiences, what's the thing you could say, I appreciate this the most?
The hard work. The hard work I put in to get to where I was at. I mean, definitely the discipline part about boxing, because today I still get up, I run 6 miles. I get up in the morning.
6 miles?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even
run. I do that 3 times. I do that 3 times a week. Three times a week I do 6 miles. So I mean, definitely the life lessons, because boxing teaches you a lot of, besides just boxing, it teaches you a lot of life lessons. I mean, so like the life lessons I learned from boxing, just hard work. I mean, being able to do what I did and make it to the top of the sport that I'm in. I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, I wouldn't take nothing back. My career ended up how it ended up, and I'm hopefully I'll be in the Hall of Fame one day. I'm still waiting for. Hope I get that call.
You gotta say it, but you gotta
Oh,
power in the tongue.
I should. But we'll see.
So what's next for you?
What's next to me? Right now, I'm a trainer.
Okay.
I'm training fighters now.
I wish I would have been doing that while I was here.
Chad boxes now. Chad boxes. I got a few kids that I'm working with. I'm working with the PAL, New Haven Police Department.
Okay. Oh, we need that.
Yeah, so they have a PAL boxing program now.
Okay.
So I'm working with them with that. Just trying to be the best I could be the best person I could be. I got a lot of boxing knowledge. I'm just looking to give it back. Help somebody out. Hope we can find the next great champion to come out of New Haven.
Yeah, we need it. I think that
it's definitely
it's a good outlet too.
Yeah.
I was boxing in DC for a few weeks at Mayweather, one of his
You tried boxing?
Yes.
Wow.
I was supposed to go to Ring 1 in high school, and then because I was like, I don't want to do dance anymore. I want to box. I don't know why it came to me, but I was like, I want to box. I think it would be a good outlet for me.
Boxing helps you with a lot of things, a lot of different things. If you give me a athletic person like a football player, basketball player, it'd be easier to turn them to a boxer because they already got the athletic ability.
Right.
And if they work hard already, then that's like a plus. So,
I liked it. When I was doing the thing down Mayweather, I had like 4 people coming with me. I was like, it's great. I love it.
The cardio was good. The cardio.
It was a little pricey for a college student. I was like, okay.
What? How much was the price?
It was a little. I think it was $280 a month.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot.
To go once a week.
Once a week?
Yeah, this is Floyd. This is Mayweather. You know, I got a bunch of them.
How long? An hour?
Yeah, it's an hour.
2? Oh yeah, they got you.
It was an hour. But I was telling my dad, he was like, if you really want to do it, I was like, I like the way it makes me feel.
It's the name Mayweather.
Mayweather's boxing studio, Mayweather's fitness, something like that. But I enjoyed it. I still got my wraps, I got my gloves, I bought everything.
You can get a better workout if you come to a local gym, like a regular neighborhood boxing, like just a corner.
I heard.
Like you're gonna.
I'm gonna see when I move.
And it's probably gonna be the membership probably gonna be like $35 a month.
Yeah, I know, because I asked my dad, I'm like, how much was Ring 1 back home? He was like, not
$10 a month. Yeah. When I went, it was $10 a month.
Oh, you went to Ring 1?
That's why I came. That's why I came from.
And that's where okay. Yeah, that's my dad. He was like, you want to box? You got to go there. Now that makes sense.
I started boxing at Ring 1 when I was 9.
Okay.
Yeah, and me and Brian Clark was together from the time I was 9 till I was like 21, 22.
Oh, yeah. I didn't. Okay. I have one last question.
Yeah.
So the name of the show is SHOP.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason that it's called SHOP, it's not SHOP like let's go to the mall and spin a bag. It's SHOP like if you ever was watching TV back in the day and they would have wood shop class and they're making things, repairing things and changing things and just renewing things. So my question for all my guests is, what are you shopping for now in life? Like what's something you're working on, you're looking for in your life, trying to achieve?
Right now, balance.
Okay.
Balance.
Explain.
When I say balance, I mean, of course, everybody know I had a long boxing career. I think my career was like 21 years, 21 years. So, I mean, just balancing life, just like, I missed a lot of time at the beginning of my career, being home because I was traveling a lot, fighting. Mm-hmm. So it's like, just balance, man. Just trying to get everything to run smooth. You know what I'm saying? I'm 42. I just turned 40. No, I just turned 40. I'm 42. I think about it. I'm 42. I'm 42. I'm just looking, just balance.
Okay.
Balance, man.
Okay. And then for me, I'm going to answer too. Because, why not? Something I'm shopping for in my life is better discipline. Better discipline, yeah, for me. I want better discipline in terms of, not better discipline. I'm good at being like, nah, I'm not doing that today. I'm doing this. I'm good with that. But discipline when it comes to people in my life. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not good at saying this person is not good for me, so I'm just going to leave them be. Yeah. Or they're not moving in the direction I'm moving, so maybe I should create a boundary. Like, I'll say it, but then I always go back on it. Because I feel bad.
A lot of people are guilty of that because I did that a lot too when I was younger. Yeah. I did that a lot. my wife would be like, "You say you wasn't talking to him no more."
Yeah, yeah. I will feel really bad. I'll feel like, but maybe I should just. But it's honestly, it's just bringing me down. I feel like more than it is.
Yeah, that's a young person problem.
Okay.
That's shit. As you get older, you
realize
look at stuff different. You know what I'm saying? Like if you won't be bothered with somebody, just don't be bothered with them. Like I mean, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but that's just how I am right now. Like I
think that's better.
Like I'm gonna stay in my safe place. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna I don't want nobody else's problems. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. That's how I live my life. That's it.
That's how I'm trying to be. It's the caring in me. I'm like, oh, that's mean. I think everything's mean. So I'm trying to stop doing that too.
Yeah, trust me, I have to be just like that. Trust me. But as you get older, you start to realize, like, you know, it's more about you, not everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to learn to put them to the side and worry about yourself sometimes.
Yeah. And
they might think you mean for it. Like, oh, Chad changed here. Nah, I just matured.
Mature and put you first.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you for coming on. It means a lot to me. I'm so grateful.
Thank you.
Of course.
This was fun.
Yeah, I had fun too. My first interview over. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're on podcasts or Spotify, check out the visuals on YouTube, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.